Hello everyone, Miss Poonam this side. I'm here to start a new chapter of class 12th biology, chapter 3 human reproduction. Under this chapter we will be discussing about male reproductive system, female reproductive system and the events take place in human reproduction. So in today's class we will be discussing about the male reproductive system. So let's start today's class. First of all, we will have introduction about human reproduction. We know that humans are sexually reproducing and they are viviparous. Viviparous means they give direct birth to their young ones. And if we talk about the events include in human reproduction, so first event is gametogenesis, means formation of gametes. Second event is insemination. Insemination means the transfer of sperm, means male gamete to the female genital tract. And next event is fertilization, when the male and female gametes fuse, that is called fertilization. Fertilization lead to the formation of zygote. Fertilization is followed by the formation and development of blastocyst, and the same blastocyst get attached to the uterine wall of the female. It is called implantation. And the next event is gestation, means that is the embryonic development, and the final event is the delivery of baby, that is called parturition. So here we have male reproductive system. It consists of primary sex organs, means it have the pair of testes that is suspended in the scrotum. Scrotum is the external abdominal part, and it also consists of secondary sex organs. It means it have a pair of duct, each differentiated into rete-testi, vasa differentia, epididymis, vas deferens, ejaculatory duct and the associated glands, and the final part is the external genitalia. So these are the subparts of male reproductive system. The testes are situated outside the abdominal cavity in a pouch called scrotum, which help in the maintaining the low temperature of testes that is necessary for the spermatogenesis. We know that the normal human body temperature is 37 degrees Celsius, but the formation of sperm need a very low temperature, approximately 2 to 3 degrees Celsius or more cooler than this, so that these testes are developed along a posterior wall of the abdomen and they descend into a fleshy sac that's called the scrotum, which hangs away from the body wall between the thighs. And the penis and the scrotum together constitute the male external genitalia. Each testis has about 250 testicular lobules, and each of that lobules contain the highly coiled seminiferous tubules in which the sperms are pouched. Means in these tubules the sperms are stored. Each seminiferous tubules is lined by two types of cells. The first type is spermatogonia, that's called the male germ cell, and the second one is Sertoli cells. The next topic is Leydig cells. These cells are interstitial cells that are located adjacent to the seminiferous tubules in the testes. And the best established function of these cells is to produce the androgen hormones. Androgen hormones means testosterone hormone that secrete during the puberty time of the male. The ejectory duct that store and transport the sperm from testes to outside through the urethra, which originate from urinary bladder, and these are extended through the penis to its external opening, and the external opening is called urethral meatus. The penis is the male external genitalia. The enlarged end of the penis is called glans penis, that is covered by a very loose fold skin, and that is called the foreskin. Further, if we talk about male accessory glands, these glands include paired seminal vesicles, prostate and pair bulbourethral glands. The function of these glands is the secretion and form the seminal plasma which contains fructose, calcium and enzyme. The secretion of bulbourethral glands also help in the lubrication of penis. So this is the main function of male accessory glands. These glands are usually present in a pair. Only the prostate gland is present single, other than bulbourethral and the seminal vesicles. These both are the paired glands which is present in male reproductive. So this is all about the male reproductive system. In next class we will be talking about female reproductive system. So thank you so much. See you in the next class. Meanwhile, take care of yourself. Thank you.